but I don't have any scuba experience or anything with the water. I don't even know if we have a reef here, but I want to repair it. All right. I want to welcome Allen to the team and to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You're the man. Allen's been shopping with us for just over a year now, or just about a year. Allen is an outstanding individual that loves people. He's just a person you want to hug when you see him. He's just good, high-spirited. He fits the Fitness Society name. He's a nurse for career, and he just did his first competition recently, right?
Yes. September 30th.
How'd it go?
Pretty well. I placed first in both my classes and then second overall.
Good.
So that was really fun just for my first time.
And what show was it?
It was the Battle of West Georgia. It was just like a small local show. It wasn't anything.
Was it? What was it? What was the organization though?
It wasn't through an organization. So
really,
it was
just
private.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the fourth year that he's done it, and he actually for next year he actually got I guess he signed with NPC.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's actually an official. Like, you can become qualified through the show now.
The Fitness Society Classic. Let's do it. Do you know him? Do you know the guy?
Yeah. So he was a guy that worked out at a gym in Carrollton, Georgia for a little bit.
Okay.
And he was a personal trainer there. Went off on his own, probably I think like 2018, and he started opening up like smaller, kind of like y'all have, like personal, like one-on-one personal training gyms, and he opened up I think 3 of them, and it ended up just buying like an actual large gym that was already set up, and he just started doing this show every year, and it just got bigger and bigger.
That's sweet. That's kind of like what Christian Guzman does. Like, he has the summer shredding event.
Right.
I mean, Christian Guzman's a different beast, but
I mean, yeah, but
it's doable.
Yeah, it is definitely
if a human did it, like, we can do it.
It's definitely doable, and he's done very well with it. It was a good turnout. For it to be like just a local show, like it turned out to be very well, and now he was able to sign.
Now he's NBC, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get into fitness? Like, what was your turn? Did you play sports or what?
I did. I played baseball for like 12 years.
Okay.
And I played 1 year of junior college baseball.
Okay.
And learned quickly that wasn't for me anymore. It was more like a job.
Dude, I feel like college sports take such a big jump. Like, some of the baddest wrestlers I knew that went to college, like, we were like, oh God, they're gonna be like legends. They went to wrestling in college, and they were like, yep, not for me. I knew it wasn't for me right off the rip. Like, I was junior year of high school, and I'm like, I'm going to be a bodybuilder. Like, that's what I want to be.
I hear that, man. Yeah, it just no longer was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of took the fun out of it, even at like a junior college level. Wasn't even like D1, D2 or anything. And,
now, did you go right into the gym, or did you have like a down period of like, I'm not doing anything fitness related anymore, what the heck am I doing? And then you kind of found the gym, or did you go right in?
I kind of went right in. Like, I'd always been going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you work out when you play baseball and everything, but you can't do certain workouts. You don't want to do like heavy lifting over the like shoulder press or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't want to tighten up your shoulders. Yeah.
And I always wanted to work out the way I wanted to. And I think there was probably just like a 2-week break.
Just athletes that are like, oh, I'm going to be pro, or I'm going to be this.
Mm-hmm.
That fall off for people is like severe. Like, some people it like massively impacts.
Oh, it like takes, I've seen people, it just takes them into like a deep depression for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew like early on, I was like, you kind of know if you're going to go play pro ball or not. I mean, you can probably find organizations that'll take you, but it's like, do you want to continue doing something that you know you may not really be like the top of the line at, which in baseball, it's not like other sports, you go straight to the NBA, you go straight to the NFL. Baseball, you have
so many
A,
leagues,
AA, AAA, and you have to literally be the best of the best to make it there.
Yeah.
You kind of know if you're not throwing like 96 miles an hour.
You're like, my speed balls aren't quite quick enough.
Yeah, you just kind of got to focus up.
So you cut the baseball and then you just went full in nursing school?
No, so I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Cool, me neither.
Yeah, I was at a junior college, so I was like, you know what? Let me just finish up my core classes, like get all that out of the way, and I ended up doing that, taking a year off. I was like, I'm not going to go to school and start going for a degree that I really don't care for, nor know what I'm going to use it for.
Yeah.
So I took a year off. Actually traveled to New Zealand.
Dude, you're a traveling man.
I love it. Yeah, I love traveling. I want to go to as many countries as I possibly can. And
we need to start hanging out more. I need to get out of the country, but I'm honestly scared to. Like,
have you never been out?
I went to Jamaica, and I think I've been to Canada. I think
Canada doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. Like Niagara Falls, Canada.
Fair enough.
So I haven't really been to Canada. Jamaica was crazy though.
Really?
Yeah. Island. Yeah. It was pretty wild.
I've been a couple places. So
yeah, I need to go with someone that knows the land. That's what I'm like.
That's the fun part about it. Like, you don't know the land. You're just going.
Like, you hear like people like going, like Americans going to other countries and like getting killed, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to be that person. I guess it's like a slim chance. I mean, you probably have a better chance of getting killed here than you getting.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you go somewhere and somebody's like, well, don't go here because it's sketchy. But that's like the same as anywhere in America. Like, you're not going to go walk down like the streets of Atlanta or Chicago at like 2 a.m. We
were in Philly, and we were trying to get hot dogs at one of these like one of the famous like whatever Philly cheesesteaks, Philly cheesesteaks, and they only take cash. Like, genius business model. This line out the door, only take cash.
Right.
None of that's being reported. You know damn well. And I'm like, well, I don't have cash because no one carries cash. Where's an ATM? He like points down an alley, and I'm like, you think I'm going down there? Yeah. I did go down there, but it was scary.
Had to do it for the cheesesteak.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Had to try it.
But yeah, back to
the college to nursing.
Yeah, so I took a year off, traveled to New Zealand for like 2.5 months, kind of like just got away from everything. That was the first time I'd ever been out of the country too.
Okay.
For 2.5 months, I was like...
Did you have friends there, or what'd you do?
Yeah, so my best friend, Ben, me and him have been friends since 2nd grade. His mom's from there.
Okay.
And her whole family still lives there.
Wow.
So we got to go over there, pretty much stay for 80-90% for free accommodation. We did stay in hostels and go around, but that's why we were able to stay there for 2.5 months.
That's crazy.
And so I got away from everything, came back, and I was like, all right, I got to figure out what am I going to do. So I thought about, what do I like? And I was like, I like talking. I get bored with things very easily. So I need something new and exciting every day. And
well, you found it.
Yeah. And I was like, when I go to work, I want to feel like what I'm doing is like purposeful. Like I'm making some sort of an impact. And I was like, you know what? Nursing. And I had never done anything healthcare at all.
Yeah.
Like, it was purely just, I don't have any family in healthcare, nothing. It was just me.
You're the first of the first.
First of the first. And so I came back, and I, you know, college, they were like, oh, well, we're not going to accept these classes or this, so you're going to have to retake them. And basically, it was going to be another 4 years. I'd already been out of high school for 3, and it was going to be another 4 years till I graduated.
And how old are you?
26.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
And I was like, you know what? Whatever, let's go for it. So I took some biology.
And you kind of did the same thing with school again, right? You're just going for it for your...
Yeah, I wanted to be a nurse anesthetist, which is like an anesthesiologist, which is like people that put people to sleep for surgeries and things like that.
Nice. You can come over to my house once in a while.
You're a fool.
Alan, I'm having trouble sleeping.
Get you some propofol.
Nice.
That was the Michael Jackson drug.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what ended his
career. Yeah.
But yeah, so went back, did that, got into nursing school in 2020, right at the start of the pandemic. So that was fun.
Now, were you able to like make a bunch of cash then? Did you travel at all for them?
Oh, no. This was nursing school.
Oh, nursing.
Yeah, no, this is free labor.
Oh.
Yeah, you're going to the hospitals, you're doing your clinicals, you're just...
Getting COVID for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like, it was a really weird time. They were... The school itself, like, seemed like they had no idea what to do now because hospitals weren't letting students in and everything like that. So,
dude, we were in the nuclear industry during coronavirus. So we traveled straight through because nuclear plants don't stop. They're like, we have to be producing.
Oh yeah.
So like we like, that's like a weird like glimpse in time for us. That's just like kind of like, it just feels so strange because like we were in so many different places. We had to be out and about. Like we were living in hotels. We were going to work every day while a lot of people literally sat home and like binged Netflix for like a whole year.
Yeah. I never really got into like the not doing anything. Like I found places outside to go work out and like,
yeah,
I was making like my little meal prep videos, I had a lot of people that were like just drinking and
dude, people just like,
oh my God.
I feel like after it set in that like, hey, this is the reality right now. A lot of people just kind of like checked out and they were like, it was weird. It was so weird.
It was a really weird time.
But I feel like that was either a time you could like rocket forward or like literally just sit in time and do nothing.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I think it took a big toll on people.
Like, yeah, like we kind of did like a rock. Like we worked through it. We were fortunate enough to work through it. And then right out of it, we were able to get good rent for the store. We were like the only store opening at the time because everyone else was like lost their minds the last 2 years. So yeah, it was very interesting.
Well, that's what's up, man. So,
but yeah, what are we working on now? Are you just you're not doing any coaching or anything? You're just more just providing your story and stuff, right?
That's pretty much it. I graduated last May, and I'd always wanted to live in Florida.
Me too.
So, I bought a camper and. Well, I moved down here first.
Dude, we have so many things in common. I used to live in a camper too.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that when we first met.
I lived in my grandpa's front yard in a camper.
Yep.
And I also always wanted to live in Florida. I was actually born in Clearwater.
Okay.
And my parents took me home as a baby to like be around family.
Right.
And then when I turned 21,
I'm out. Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah. So that was my dream. Like I said it like 2 years before I even did it. I was like, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna do that. Everybody was kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's going to happen. So did it. And I've loved every second of it. And so, yeah, and I just, I worked at one hospital for a year, kind of got some experience. Now I work in like a cardiovascular ICU. So people that get like open heart surgeries, they come directly to us and we pretty much rehabilitate them to be able to go. And they'll go to another unit afterwards. Obviously, they're not just going to go home.
Yeah.
But we like, get them stable, getting them up, walking and everything like that. And then they go up to another unit and continue from there.
Cool. Awesome.
So I think that's like made an impact on my life. Like just, I'm very busy and I would like to be able to train people. I am trying to still work on like creating an online platform. But in the meantime, I'm still able to like make an impact in people's lives.
Yeah.
And do something like that.
just like sharing your story on stuff like this and like making your own content. Even if you're helping, like I saw a post the other day that said, even if 10 people watched your video and it made an impact, then it mattered, It's
right.
Because like that's what really makes me mad. You guys always hear me bitch about it, like the algorithms and stuff. Like it's just like so aggravating. Like
I know.
You build up, and then all of a sudden one week Instagram or whatever, YouTube's like, you know what? We're gonna give you one view today. You're getting one. Like that's it.
Right.
Like we posted a promotion Friday for the weekend, and I looked like 3 hours later, and it had 15 likes, and I was like, "What? Our posts usually get like literally like 400 or 500. Like, did I just hit the perfectly wrong time that no one saw it? Like what?" But yeah, dude, social media is so aggravating.
Yeah, I don't understand the algorithm thing.
But dude, I think what you're doing, like you're working on your career, you're going back to school, like I think you'll be very thankful you did it.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% know I will be.
You're on a good mission.
Yeah, I just I figured I can always like social media will forever be around here. Like it's gonna stay.
Yep.
May not be Instagram, may not be TikTok. It may somehow.
We got to catch the next wave though. Whatever the next app is, we're getting on it.
Yeah, I already told myself. I was like, next thing that comes out.
I've tried it with like what's the real time one where like you take a picture of me and you at the same time.
Oh, what?
Be Real.
Yeah, Be Real.
Got on Be Real, but there's like no viral ability with it.
No.
Then Lemonade came out. Did you see Lemonade?
No.
It was a TikTok spinoff, but it was like their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Lemonade was just like it was cool, but like no one like hopped on the trend.
Mm.
It was weird. Like no one was on the app. Like the most viral post had like a couple hundred likes, even like famous people.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I'm always on the lookout for the next, because like we did good early on Instagram, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We should have took YouTube way more serious. We should have hit TikTok. Kaylee did good on TikTok when it first came out, but like kind of it fell off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm on the lookout for the next social media.
I feel that.
All right, Alan, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for coming out. Thank you for being on the team.
Me, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and have a great day.
Yes, sir. You too.